Hey guys, it's Liz from Eating Vegan Simplified. Today I'm going to be making Chinese food, a version of Chinese food that's vegan. And so we're going to do like a sticky sesame cauliflower, and I'm going to serve it over brown rice. So I'm going to show you how to make that. It's really delicious. If you're in the mood for like Chinese food and you want something like that, it's really good. So I've cut up 2 heads of cauliflower, and I made them into like little florets. Some of them are bigger than some of them are smaller. Don't sweat it. They don't all have to be exactly the same size. It's okay. I've taken 2 cups of all-purpose flour. So I'm just going to put that in a bowl, and I'm also putting 2 cups of water in a bowl. And I have here 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and some salt. Okay, so how much salt? I don't know. Half a teaspoon, let's say? Half a teaspoon. Okay, I'm gonna whisk this together, and this is gonna be my batter. So I'm going to, once I get it all kind of mixed up, and I like to use a whisk to do this. I think it mixes better than just using a spoon. So I'm making a batter like this, and then I'm gonna dip the cauliflower in. Once that becomes blended. So let's get this. I just want to get the cauliflower in the oven, and then once that is baking, yeah, that's good enough. If you get it like that, it's fine. So I'm going to try to do this kind of quickly. I'm just going to kind of put it in here. Okay. My husband's laughing at me for some reason. But anyway.
I'm laughing at my close-up of the batter.
Oh, I see. Okay. He finds that funny. Okay, so you put it in, and then just kind of, drop it on. Once it has batter on it, you're gonna just drop it on. I'm just trying to get the batter all over it, and try to leave a little bit of space between so it will cook. Okay, it's kind of a thick batter. So I am gonna do this. If I feel like it's gonna take too long, and maybe it will, I might like stop and come back when it's all on there so you don't have to watch me do this. So why don't we do that? We'll stop, and then we'll come back, and all this cauliflower will be on here, and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so I'll see you very soon. Okay, so I went ahead and I put it on 2 different cookie sheets because there was so much and I wanted there to be space so it would cook. So now I'm going to put it in a 425 oven. So here we go, just putting it in the oven. And while it's in there, I'm going to leave it in for, let's say 25 minutes. I might have a little gander at it in 20 and just see what's going on. Anyway, let's go over here to the stovetop. I'll turn on the light so you can actually see what I'm doing. Okay, so there's nothing even in there. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my sauce. This is gonna be like the Chinese-y flavor sauce. So I'm putting in soy sauce. This is 2/3 cup soy sauce. And don't sweat the measurements because I'm going to have it right underneath. There's going to be the whole written recipe, so don't worry. You don't have to like be quickly writing or anything like that. This is a half a cup of agave. If you don't have agave, you could use maple syrup. That's okay too. And this is a half a cup of rice vinegar. And I have 5 cloves of minced garlic that I'm adding. If I could get it out of here. Okay. This is a tablespoon of sesame oil. This is a tablespoon of ginger, like ground ginger. And this is some sriracha. Now, I'm not using hardly any. This is 1 teaspoon. If you like spicy, use a bunch of teaspoons. Use 2 or 4 or whatever you like. I made a tower of used dishes. Sorry there. Okay, anyway. So now I'm just blending. Okay. Now I want this to come to a boil. Probably need to turn up the flame a bit more. Get it going a little bit. But how I'm going to make it a little bit thicker is I'm going to whisk together some cornstarch. This is 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, okay? So I have that, and I have also, what is this? Half a cup of water. So I'm gonna whisk this together. This is kind of a cool whisker thing. I have several whiskers. This one kind of does the work for you. You just, if you get the camera in here, you can see, you just kind of push down and it blends for you pretty easy. It's like non-electric kind of easy thing. So, okay. All right, so I'm going to add this. You can see it's starting to boil, right? I'm going to add this. This is going to thicken it up. So we want to keep this going. I can't really tell you how long. It just kind of depends on your flame. You'll know, and here's how you'll know, because it's going to be like thicker. You know, it's going to be bubbly and boily and thicker, and it's going to look like a sauce you would see in a Chinese restaurant. Hopefully I am explaining that okay, but go ahead and have it in here because nobody cares what I look like. But you could see it's starting, it's changing color, and if I let it go for a second, you'll see it'll start to boil around the edges. And so we want to wait until it's really very boiling. It's going to be like I say, maybe 1 to 3 minutes. It's going to happen kind of quick. And you want to start out using a really big pan like this, because when the cauliflower is done, I'm going to throw it in here. And that's how it's going to become all sticky and everything. As far as the cauliflower goes, I'm going to leave it in there. I'm going to let you know how long I ended up leaving it in there. I set it for 25 minutes. Might end up being shorter than that. And at some point I'm going to turn it over. I'm just going to kind of keep an eye on it, and then I'll let you know how long it took for it to be the consistency I wanted. Go ahead and have a look in here now so you can see what this is like. See, it's getting thicker and darker and boiling.
Smells good.
And all of a sudden the cameraman is giving testimony on what he thinks. Okay, that's all right. All right, so you could see it changing and developing, right? So you want to develop this sauce. It does smell good. You know, how could it smell bad, right? Garlic and ginger and all that. So you don't want it to burn, but you want it to become thick. I shut off the flame. It's still kind of bubbling and doing its thing, but I'm gonna leave it for a little bit. When we come back, the cauliflower will be done. I'll add it to this and I'll show you what I'm gonna do on how to serve it, okay? So we'll see you soon. Okay, so I am putting this cauliflower out of the oven into the pan. It's very hot, so I'm putting it down. And this is all, okay, so I'm gonna tell you the timing. One escaped. It was a total of about 35 minutes. So after about 25 minutes when I looked at it, then I needed to turn it over. So I flipped it over, and then another 10 minutes until it was, you know, a little brown and looked better. And I tried one, and it is cooked through, and it was crunchy, and it's good. So you can see it looks nice, right? So this is the cauliflower, sticky cauliflower with sesame, which will come in a second. So now I have some brown rice. Okay, there it is. And I'm gonna add this to the brown rice. So you could see, this is how you're gonna serve it. Actually, we're going out tonight, and this is what I'm bringing as my dish for a potluck. And I think people will like it, you know, it'll look and taste like Chinese food, but you know, you could also serve this for dinner at home. But I kind of made a bunch because this would be too much for just me and my husband, but for a potluck, I think this is gonna be a good amount. You can see there's plenty there. This is 2 heads of cauliflower. So if you just want to make 1 head of cauliflower, then just cut all the recipe in half, you know, and then you'd have enough for just a couple of people. But this makes a lot, and you know, it's nice, something maybe you could reheat as a leftover, you know. So I'm just trying to get it all in here. But yeah, so I'm serving it on top of rice, and I just try to get all the sauce and everything, because that makes it good. And then I'm gonna put some, I diced up some green onions, which I'm gonna put on the top. Makes it look nice too. And also some sesame seeds, okay? So there it is, like something you would order in a Chinese restaurant, right? And we made it ourselves, and it's gonna be really yummy, okay? So you know, nothing crazy went in there. It's all pretty pretty good ingredients. So I hope you try it. Let me know how you like it. And like I said, the ingredients and the full recipe will be right underneath. There's a little like down arrow that you could click on and you'll see the recipe. You'll also see the subscribe button. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a recipe. I have new ones all the time. So give it a try. Happy cooking, everyone.